Keith, I can only imagine the anger that you're feeling right now because we've given that away, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. Yeah, no, you can't disguise the manner of the goals. No one means to make mistakes, but we are making too many, and they're unforced errors, and we're getting punished. So yeah, that's a big problem. But it's more now, I think, a mindset of we're in a fight. We was in a fight when I first come into the club at Northampton. I looked at the dressing room and thought, wow, there's some work to do here. And we're in the same position again now. So we are having to now realise, it's a realisation that we've had 4 defeats. I'm not going to sit here and start talking about the way we're playing. It's a mindset that, again, we were second best. I need to put a team out there that is going to fight and battle to keep a clean sheet, because that's the first thing you've got to do to turn things around. You can't keep conceding all these goals. It's irrelevant really what the rest of the game's like. You can pass the ball, create chances, but if you're conceding goals like we are, you're going to lose football matches, and that's the run we're on, and I have to change that. So it's a mindset, it's a mentality. It might be a change of shape. We've got to try and work out a way. We've got a lot of new players that we're trying to bed in as quick as possible. We've got a lot of injuries. I mean, we had 5, if you like, first team starters missing tonight. It's not an excuse. It gives other people in the squad a chance. But it's about me now getting this group to realise the position we're in, and we're fighting for our lives, and that's how we have to think about it. So there's no days off anymore. We'll be in tomorrow morning, we'll be in every day. If we have to get angry and fight with each other, then that's what we have to do. And it's not because I dislike any of the players, it's because I want the best for them. And I can't keep going along saying, well, yeah, we've got to do this better, we've got to do that better. It's a mindset to have some anger and desire to keep a clean sheet and give us some foundations, because at the moment the foundations have crumbled.
Can you look in that dressing room and see that response, that you'll get the fight that you're asking for? Because it is a worrying situation that we face right now.
Well, the squad is the squad what it is. We've brought a lot of new players in. They're not match fit, any of them. But that's what happens in January when you try and bring players in. You're not going to get players that are playing week in, week out, because they won't be available. So generally in January, the players that you bring in are ones that are normally out of favour or subs. So that's the situation we're in. Losing 5 fit first team starters doesn't help, because then you've got to sort of try and push the new ones in a little bit quicker. But that's not, I'm not making excuses. We've got enough quality there. We've got to knuckle down, and it's not going to be a nice place now, and it shouldn't be. I mean, they hope they're hurting. I'm sure they are. The fans definitely are, because it's not good enough, and we have to fight now. And if it's not pretty, it doesn't matter, does it? It's just getting that mindset of fighting for our lives.
I know you don't look at the table, but with other results elsewhere, the fans are worried. That's part of the reaction that they give at the end, because they are concerned. Again, I suppose it's the same type of question. Can they get to see it? Will they get to see that fight?
Well, yeah, that's down to me to get it. It's down to me to pick a formation that's going to make us more solid, because in possession we are still too wasteful. So I need to simplify what we're doing with the ball to make us more effective. And be more solid as a team, a solid foundation. You always have to go back to that, and that was the thing we spoke about when I first come into the club. It shows the softness of the group, that we've had a good little run and now we're on a bad run, and we've got to quickly snap out of it, and that's why we're in tomorrow. It's not a punishment, it's not, you can't perform like that and expect to have a day off and sit at home with your family with your feet up. It's like, this is your job, this is your careers, all of our careers. So we've got to come in and we've got to think about what we're doing wrong, and then it's down to me to put it right on come Saturday.
Mistakes happen, you've already said that, but when it doesn't matter what you do in training all week, it doesn't matter what you say in the dressing room, a minute in and something like that, it just pulls the rug away from everything you've been trying to do.
It does, yeah, no, you can't deny that. We've given away far too many bad goals, so again, I need to look at simplifying what we're doing. If we're not in that sort of position at the moment as a squad to play like I want us to play, I'm experienced enough to know I've got to change it, and that's what I'll do. I will change what we're doing to try and help us simplify the game and make us more solid. But we have to realise it doesn't matter what formation you play, or you've got to fight. You've got to fight. And we were second best tonight, really. And yeah, first of all we've got to get that anger in ourselves, and that's what I will do the rest of the week.
We mentioned this already, the injuries to Joel and to Rod in particular, that totally disrupts the back line, but we've got to recover from that, haven't we? That's the simple fact. We are what we are. We've got to get on and defend properly. Yeah, we have, yeah, as a team. But if we're not coping with the opposition, then I have to look at it in, we haven't got loads of options at the back now, obviously. Losing 2 defenders, the loss of Salford game has affected us and hit us hard with the injuries, definitely. But I've got enough players in there. I've got to go with the ones that I think are going to really fight and keep a clean sheet, and we can build from that. I've got no worries about that. But first of all, it's about getting their minds and the realisation of that we're in a fight. We've got to get out of this rut, haven't we? You've mentioned that the 4 defeats, they do hurt. They hurt everybody connected to the club. Yeah,
it does, yeah. And it's the manner of the defeats as well. It's not like we're playing that well that we're unlucky. It's we're second best in most of the games we have been, and that's something that I've got to try and put right.
The injuries that you mentioned, are any of them any closer than we would have anticipated to getting back?
No. There's we've got 4 long term. Brennan is okay, I think. We're not quite sure. We have to see how he is tomorrow. And John Mellish isn't long term, hopefully, but the others are. So yeah, that obviously has an impact, but we've got to deal with it. We've got enough bodies in there. It's more now trying to generate some sort of togetherness and fight and spirit that we're going to need from now to the end of the season.
When you're in that dressing room after a game like that, do you get that type of response? Do you ask, is this a situation where you say to the players what's going on, or is it just you talking tonight and analyse further tomorrow?
It will be. It was me really saying that the mentality has to change. It's not about tactics or anything like that. It's about our mentality, and if I have to get angry with people, I get angry with people, and it isn't going to be comfortable now, because we don't deserve to be comfortable. If you're hurting, you want to. I won't sleep tonight. I'll be coming in tomorrow morning trying to think of ways to put it right. But they've got to take responsibility as well. So we'll be in tomorrow. We will analyse it very quickly, me and the staff, and start preparing for Saturday.
Last one from me, Keith. What do we say to the fans who are obviously concerned because of the run that we're on at the moment, the position in the league? What do we say to them to stick with us?
That I have to make sure we put a team out there that's going to really fight for the points, and if we do that, and we've done it before, it's not like we've been on a bad run since I've been at the club. We've had a good run. We've looked a good solid team, and for different reasons we've lost that. We've lost that clean sheet mentality. I don't know why. If I knew, I would try and put it right. But I have to think of a way of getting that clean sheet mentality back again, and whether it's a change of shape, change of personnel. That's my job now over the next few days to try and put that right.
Okay, thank you.